Still investigating ancestral homelands. Ha ha ha. I have one. I do. The Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania. Everybody else is from there, so am I. With this, I am fine, I am okay. I'm not, nor shall I ever be, a citizen of Tanzania. I am a citizen of Great Britain. I was born there, and nothing. Now, I am discovering that my cavalier attitude to my country, race, and gender is abnormal, maybe worse. But it does explain a lot. Maybe if I was Irish, people tell me, Scottish, Jewish, Appalachian, or Armenian. Oh, I am Armenian, dang. And happy to be. But proud? No. What deeds did they do that no other descendant of Olduvai did? Tell me, do. A long time ago, there was a debate. Is the Catholic Church a force for good in the world? It was decided no in the debate, but I thought that was unfair, or at least a case of a self-inflicted wound, since the premise of Catholicism or Christianity, Islam, and more recently Judaism, their claim is that they are a force for good in the world. That's their raison d'etre. I say until recently read Judaism because I thought they didn't make that claim. What a relief that would have been, but I hear they do. And this is why they are believers, and it's probably reassuring to believers that what they believe is good. The premise of the premise, though, is that we need a force for good, and that we are that force for good, and the others are not. Otherwise, we would be bad. And that is where I wander off, without judgment. I don't think that being English, male, Christian, or Zoroastrian makes me good, and definitely not better than anyone else. I'm sure that if I lived somewhere where few people spoke English, I'd not be comfy for long, unless I learnt the language. There's a thought. So Richard Burton was an interesting chap. He loved Arabia. I think I might too. I wonder if the Bedouin are as welcoming as Lawrence found them. I wonder if the native Australians are welcoming. After all, we are all of the same Olduvai tribe, just talk different languages. Anyway, this is my confession du jour. I am handicapped because my birthplace and culture are no more significant to me than my blue eyes. So, considering how important hymns, anthems, flags, and crucifixes are to us, how am I still here? My childhood, is it over, has been a fizz of fascinations, a blur of encounters, persons I have been impressed by them, impersonated, who left mostly no mark, a wilderness of walkings and a million affirmations in homes I did not build, in lean-tos and tents that left no trace of by mid-morning. Even Ulysses had Itaki, a home to return to after his war, and then he moved on. Today, I saw a clip of Obama talking earnestly with some young black men, so gifted. Good, I cannot know. Again, he is of the Catholic tradition, a doer of good, but I'll never know why he or she cannot see the deep definitional relationship between the apartheid of America and the Zionist one. I wonder why the West is careful to say apartheid is racial, defined racially. Capitalism is apartheid. At a stretch, it was unintended and may be modified in Norway, but Barack's homes will be in gated communities. He will have access to lawyers and doctors. I'll not. You see, if you shave off the race in apartheid, you will apartheid a large chunk of Trump support or disdain of the Democrat. Evidence inadmissible. Quote, if you don't marry me, you'll have to marry him, end quote. And then there is Gaza, where the blithe acceptance of nearly 45-1 kill rate is a flashy piece of apartheid thinking. Even the old book spoke of one eye for one eye. I read a long and marvelous essay on Substack, Bet Beat Media. I recommend it, by one called simply Karim. No magic Westerner will liberate us from the genocide-based world order. truth. Moreover, the Western framing of resistance as terrorism is a strategic move to delegitimize and criminalize the legitimate struggles of oppressed peoples, and on it goes. I cannot recommend enough. It is what you do, all do, clinging to this self-esteem that flows like a stream in gutters. But there are too many victims. It is becoming clear to me that this agitation, this restlessness of soul, this insatiable, desperate shallowness, this invented persona, this man without peace, this never being enough, is burning up lives unlike yours, and it has to stop.